So much to take in. NXT just went off the air. We had a KO show. We had Roxanne and Cora Jade. They had Pick Your Poison. There was so much stuff. There was so much main roster people coming through. Me and the captain, we're going to talk about it all once after the intro. So, intro. Beautiful people, and welcome to Unpopular Review, the NXT edition. You have the greatest duo of all time. You got BadGuy Jack. You have the captain, Shaykespeare, and we're going to talk NXT. We see you guys in chat. We already see you, George. George already talking about the thumbnail. Oh no, that's H-Man. I'm sorry, not H-Man. That's Hurtman who's sitting here with the thumbnail. Yeah, I had no control of the thumbnail, but yes, that was the money shot. We were even saying before on air, that ref might have fought Dom. Or Dom. Hopefully he has some hands. But why don't we just jump right into it? We want to say first off, thank you for watching us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're liking what you're seeing. There's so much content here on Unpopular View. We do wrestling, we do entertainment, we do, well, not gaming anymore, but that. But we're here. We're just here. I'm sorry. It's such a habit. It's she's so awful. What are you laughing? I'm sorry. I had a botch. What do you want? That's not funny. I don't know. What are you laughing at? Before we go, what are you laughing at? Unacceptable. We're going to just start this thing. We had an opener. We started it with the Pick Your Poison match. We have Roxanne against Rhea Ripley. So I said, oh, cool. Okay, Roxanne against Rhea, cool. Now, this is what I didn't expect, right? All of Judgment Day was there, right? And I'm sitting there going, yo, like, you have Rhea Ripley, who can handle herself. I mean, she's slamming dudes. I mean, she's really, let's be real, she's the leader of the Judgment Day. Let's not kid ourselves here. She's the leader. She can handle herself. And then you got small Roxanne and these men who are just I'm like, well, y'all get ready to jump this girl? Because I'm just saying there was no reason for, especially Priest to be out there, because Priest is like 6'7", 6'8", or something like that. I don't know. I think he's constantly growing. I thought the match was okay. I didn't think the match was awful. I thought there was some spots, there was some slip-ups, but I think Rhea and Roxanne did a great job cleaning up. I gotta sit here and say real quick, I really hate this crowd in Florida. Like, I genuinely hate you guys in Florida. And this is not like some kind of work here. I despise you guys because Roxanne is your girl. She's on your brand. And y'all sitting here saying, yeah, cheering on Rhea, which I don't blame. Rhea's a great girl. But Rhea's going to kill you? I just think that was a little extra. Like I said, match was pretty solid. They did pretty good. I mean, the most I can tell you about this match is Rhea's using her power. She's using her power over Roxanne. Roxanne is using her heart and speed. Trying to come up. There was a spot where it looked like she was going to go for the Widow. What was it called? Remember AJ's finisher back in the day? AJ Lee. It was like the Widow. It wasn't the Widow's Peak, but it was Widow something. I just can't think of it.
Black Widow.
Oh yeah. Okay, good job.
Widow. Definitely a Widow. But
yes.
Oh, please, because I couldn't listen to it any longer. Honestly, your blatant dislike of Finn has got to end. There has to be a line.
I like Finn. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, because you clearly keep dragging on that he's not the leader of the Judgment Day when it's already been declared by the lips of the people in the group. So let that go. And then also, what you don't understand about the Judgment Day is they're a moral support faction. They're a moral support group, which means they show up. They're there for moral support, even if she's wrestling someone else. For God's sakes, do you think they were going to jump her? No, they were not. They were there to cheer Rhea on. She has not been in the ring that often lately. This is her first time back, and they were being supportive.
Very interesting. I love your selection of how selective you are, especially when it comes to Finn, because we all know you're very biased when it comes down to it. I never heard anyone say that he was the leader. I never heard that. He is not the Jason, the Red Ranger. He's more
you
like
decided not to hear it. Doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Wow. Well, let's just get to the finish here of this match, because Judgment Day, as much as you try to sit here and try to make them sound like good individuals and good Samaritans and people who will hold the door open for me when I'm walking through, which I don't think they will, especially Dom. Dom, I can't stand Dom. You know, this guy, you know, he gets into a women's match. Like, you was really going to like get this girl, like the way he just, I don't know. Dom Toretto is really upset, because that's not what family do. But, you know, I'm going to stop here. We're going to get into the chat in a bit. But why don't you give your thoughts here, your biased thoughts here on the Judgment Day?
They're not biased. And also, I enjoyed the match. The minute I saw Rhea and Roxanne would be a thing, I knew that they would deliver, and they absolutely did tonight. I enjoyed what I saw. Rhea, she never disappoints me. And Roxanne, I'm learning the more I see her, she will never disappoint me as well. So that was great to see. And I think the right person won 100%. But I don't think Roxanne lost any momentum behind losing to Rhea.
Not at all. I mean, Roxanne's story is the underdog. And, you know, obviously everything was stacked against her. That's why, like, when I saw Dom get in the ring, I was like, yeah, all right, Dom. Like, come on, this girl's like 5'2". Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dom? I don't know, Dom. That was so corny of Dom. And
support.
For someone who said, I'm not feeling so well, you sure do like to throw in that yell. Well, let's get a damn she's great. But let's go into the next segment. We're going to get into the chat. What else do we have here? Because we had Grimes and the Good Brothers. Ha, ha, ha. You know, I do want to make a joke here, if I may, about the Good Brothers here. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the floor. See, she's nice to me sometimes. But, you know, it's funny. There was a tweet some time back where Carl Anderson, he put, I will never go back to WWE or something like that, right? And I find it very hilarious that he is the neverweight champion of New Japan. So apparently Never's really, he takes that stuff seriously. I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, Cameron Grimes and the Good Brothers, they have a segment. You know, it was silly. I do want to throw out real quick. It's amazing when you watch wrestling for such a long time. Okay, Jeffrey, she's good. She's good. She's definitely someone I could see they build a division around her. But I did want to say right here, when I saw the Good Brothers, I was looking at I hate that show too. I really do. That was
no, don't you dare.
Oh, come on, you can't like so
good.
Is that your gimmick? Is that your gimmick? You like bad shows?
I just happen to have good taste in TV shows. But you would not slander the OC.
No one liked the no one liked the
OC. How can look? Check the scoreboard. You're saying no one liked it, but they had some of the highest ratings of any TV show. You check the scoreboard and you tell me.
Just because someone left the TV on Sawyer doesn't mean it was good. I leave the TV on.
Millions just happened to leave their TV on at the same time.
Well, you don't know. Maybe they just like fell asleep when it came on. Then when they woke up, it's like, oh shoot, the news is on, and then turned it off because the news is pretty damn depressing.
It's giving delusion. Continue on.
I don't. That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. But I was talking about the Good Brothers. I was saying, what's the other guy's name? Not Carl. I can't even think of his name. Oh, Luke. Yeah, I said this guy has really come a long way, because you remember I started laughing because I remember him as Festus. You remember Festus?
I do.
With the biscuit and gravy, which sound like a terrible combination, but someone will tell me it's actually good. What was the next segment, though? I wanted to get that real quick.
Okay.
Why don't you take it?
So the next segment is we have Stax, Lorenzo.
This is your guy. I wanted to throw real quick. You was looking at him, but go ahead.
What? Whoa! This is my guy. Hold up! I never said that. I never took claim on this man. Well, I mean, he's good. I see the potential in him. So this was a defining match for him. I'm going to start with that as well. So Stax Lorenzo versus Shinsuke Nakamura, who makes his return to NXT. How did you feel about that?
Oh, Nakamura? I was excited about that because I haven't heard from Nakamura for a while. I was even saying, is he hurt? Because I didn't. I do remember Fake Kane. I never forgot that. That was horrible.
He went away for a little bit.
But he did. But him coming back was cool. It was nice to see him back. The crowd loved it. I mean, it was really great to see Nakamura because I just didn't know what was going on. What was his status?
Yeah, no. I mean, that's a great question. I knew that he was kind of away for certain personal reasons. So,
right. Well, lately, but even before that, he was away for a period. But I know lately, huh?
He had a match here and there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so this match was very impressive for Stax. And this was the one moment where I looked at him no longer as the side guy to Tony. And I finally saw a storyline kind of brewing between them as well. Like, I can see that Tony's getting to a point where which makes no sense, but it seems like he's getting a jealousy towards Stax. And now he's like testing him and doing these things. Because if you cared about him, why would you have him go up against Shinsuke Nakamura?
I didn't understand that. I said, this is the weirdest friendship I've ever seen in my life. Like, hey, we're friends, but hey, you're going to get your ass kicked by Nakamura. And it almost seemed, and wasn't it weird too? Yes, that crowd interaction. But wasn't it weird when Nakamura did like this? Like, pay me. It's like almost like he paid him to be a Hitler. I mean, a hitman. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
There was a lot of that today. A lot of this. It was a lot of this today. It's very chingy today.
I'm going to do that tomorrow when I go to work.
We'll see how that goes for you.
Thank you. I'll send you a text. I'll definitely send you a text.
This is going to be a match that I reference back to for when Stax really, rises up. And I think the storyline that's growing between him and Tony is what's going to catapult him. So this was like a great earmark right now to go back to and say, damn, this is when it happened. But this was a great showing for him. Another instance, just like Roxanne, where he wins even in defeat, personally. So
it was a big time test for him. I mean, a lot of people were sitting there saying like this was just it. When you get in the ring with Nakamura, someone who's experienced and you're able to keep up. I did like the spot where Nakamura hit him with the Kasasha and it knocked him out the ring, and I thought he sold it really good. I thought he sold that very, very well. But
yes.
Even though, yes.
That's something else I want to thank you for saying.
You're welcome.
He is really good at selling and making the person he's in the ring with look really good. And I think that's such a valuable thing to have. I kept watching him. I was like, man, he's so fluid. He's so good in the ring. Like, He just moves easy. There's no robotic motion. Like, this was such a pivotal match for him. So many things. It opened my eyes even. I'm like, oh, hold up.
How do you watch TV?
All right. Anyways, so are you say what you have to say, and then I'll go to the next segment.
I love irritating her, folks, but I see everything you're saying, and I agree to that. It was just a really good test, and it looked like he knocked out the park because so far I see nothing but positive reviews. I haven't seen anyone say like, "Hey, that guy's trash" and all that stuff. Hey, it's the King. What's going on? He's such a great guy. He's so pleasant. Such a pleasant guy. Unlike you, George, who has been constantly disrespectful to me. And you could take notes from Anthony, the King, who's a part of the Jack Pack community, which is consistently growing. Watch your back, Staten Island. What's next?
So now we have Von Wagner. I just wanted to point on this. This is,
What you're not doing, you gotta do that. You gotta do that.
This is a monument. The way I had to fight myself from giving you the finger. Just that.
Very interesting. See, I'm glad this is being recorded because the constant disrespect is being seen.
My handshake. I was like,
Very disrespectful.
So I wanted to give due. I give credit where it's due.
Now she's
Bron has to be going to acting classes because this was the most charisma I've seen from him. It wasn't a lot. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it still wasn't a lot. But it was way more than what he's had. And I just have to say, like, shout out to you, Vaughn. Like, keep up with the classes because they are working.
I was going to say, maybe they also even know to keep it short and simple, instead of giving them the... No, because I can understand what you're saying. Short and simple. Why is that funny? That's not even humorous.
It's a little...
But I do want to talk about this segment because I wish we had a picture. My personal choice for the actual graphic was going to be a kid in the sweater because wow, that was so freaking funny. Like when you see him casually talking to Frazier and they're talking about this really awesome match that they did last week, which was a tremendous match. and I can't wait for them to run it back whenever decide to go back to that, because that's going to be it's a good match. It just worked very well. Yeah. But seeing him in the freaking sweater, man, I just said this superhero is not freaking serious right now. Like I almost stopped watching because I almost went to bed laughing. But what we got next?
You've never seen a sophisticated hero?
What are you talking about? I look at myself all the time. Constantly. Wow. That's what I do. That's why I own like 3 mirrors.
Whatever. We have Alba Fyre. We have Alba Fyre versus Sonya Deville. This I don't really know how I feel about this. Like, I feel like Sonya came in so hot just for her to like lose. I feel like they could have found another way around this.
I wouldn't even say job. I wouldn't say. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but what George said is job. I wouldn't say that. She was a part of the story for this thing. They used that layer in this story where, oh, this is Mandy's best friend. We're going to bring her down. Obviously, she was going to lose because Alba Fyre has a match this Saturday. And it wouldn't have made sense. I don't think it would have made sense for Alba to lose tonight. It just wouldn't have made sense. It just wouldn't have made like, oh, you're having a championship and you lose? Nah. So you beat someone established like Sonya. And I just think it just add a little bit more credibility. You know, I think that's what I think. This match really was nothing more but to enhance the story, not even enhance, but further the storyline. There we go. I got to find my words. But further the storyline. So I get what you mean by, oh, I don't know how I feel. It wasn't something I'm going to go like, oh, man, that's going to be top 50 match of the year. It's just really just to move the story along. At least that's what I got out of it. They did? They signed Vaughn? Good for him.
No, they didn't actually sign him.
How do you know?
No.
Anyway, unbelievable.
Comes out and Mandy looks fantastic. A lot of people were very like they were losing it over the outfit, which was a great outfit choice. But I'm glad Mandy looks great. Glad she's back, of course. And I think Mandy's gonna win. I really do. I think Mandy's gonna win just for how this ended, personally.
Well, I mean, right now I don't want to give away my answers because I'm going to be UPR champion this Saturday. We do have a prediction show, but I'll save that for the prediction. I'm glad that you exposed your pick. And yes, we have a prediction show this Thursday, and we'll plug that later in the night. But yeah, I really wasn't. This wasn't no. I really thought we were talking AEW. Well, thank you for tuning in to an NXT show.
What are we talking about? Beat what? But what did they beat though? What did they beat? Like, let's be so for real right now. I'm sorry. Like, this
don't be sorry. Go ahead, lay into it.
This war stuff is so dumb, and this is the only night you can ever say it doesn't matter tomorrow. Like, ratings don't matter. Period. Trust me, they don't.
That was a lot of periods.
But tomorrow, even if they say that they have more ratings, this is the only win they could get, and they're going to go back to next week getting that ass tapped like they was for the last few months by SmackDown and Raw. So they can have this one night win. They can go back to getting that ass tapped on a regular basis like they've been.
See what you on and did? You on and got her worked up, and she demolished you. You just got wrecked, dominated completely. So just enjoy that domination from the captain, and boom.
I don't even know how much my mic caught.
I caught all of it, and don't worry, I'll send you the replay. What we got here? We were talking. Someone said something in the chat I wanted to highlight, but I forget. Yeah, not that she really didn't job. She really didn't job. I just don't believe that as a job. It wasn't like she got in there. It wasn't. It wasn't like person standing across the ring from Goldberg 1998. No, I just don't believe that. I just think we overuse that word a lot. I just don't believe that as a job. And George just throws out see, I love our NXT fans because look at that right here. This is NXT, not AEW. I didn't see the show, so I'm not gonna say it was garbage. I don't know that. But I also want to right here, another person a part of Jack Pack community, Walter, aka Warman. That's his new name. We have names for that. Warman. We got names. Unlike you. But what's the next segment? We're gonna do a commercial.
What? Finn, like, let's be real here, and I hate to burst the bubble. No. I hate to burst the bubble, but Finn is the catalyst for all of this. Catch that. Catch that. No, yeah, only the real ones know that. Yeah, you wouldn't even have that. Okay, only the real ones know. All right. So the next segment is.
I'm not gonna lie. When you get aggressive, it's just wow.
I'm just saying, like, Oro Mensah and Wesley versus Carmelo.
Always getting jumped too.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just love how, like, Wesley and Oro, they're just chilling. They're like, yeah, I'm excited about this match. They're getting the gear together. And Trick and Mello like bump that. They just go start attacking them. That's some Staten Island stuff right there. The way they got jumped. But carry on. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Carmelo and Trick, that's like their favorite thing to do is beat someone up in the locker room.
You post them on Twitter and you said that's like their brand. There you go. But carry on, gal. You're doing a great job. You carry on.
Yeah, what did you think of the match as a whole? I mean, I enjoyed it. It was short. It was sweet. And the right person won. I think Carmelo's gonna won this because he's probably not gonna win the match Halloween Havoc. I'm 100%. I feel 90% certain that he is not going to win, which is okay because, as he says, he doesn't need a title. He's what a title needs, as I said. So
this guy's just so great. There's a lot of Mellow love here. What I think about the match, I just wish they gave him time. I really do. I really wish that they gave him time. Mello winning, I love that deception of, oh, look, he's gonna, because I don't have him as winning for this Saturday. I've said before, I believe personally he has outgrown the North American Championship. I think he's done such a tremendous job carrying that belt, made that belt feel like such a big damn deal that he don't need it. I would love to see him go for the NXT Championship now. And what are you laughing at?
I was laughing at it.
Yeah.
I literally don't feel good, and I have like a sore throat, so like I don't understand.
And that's why I sit here and say you guys should put in the chat, damn, she's great, because she is here, she's sitting here delivering, and also you don't be aware AEW, Mark, because you will get wrecked by the captain.
I wasn't even talking about them, man. I'll be minding my business.
And you guys start, some of them are weird. Someone wrote me the other day, and they just wrote me. That's it. But that's it. See, I'm sorry. Let me carry on. Let's get back to regular programming. But yeah, I just wish it was a lot longer. I wish they had time because I was really excited about this match. I was looking at the excellence in it, the black excellence in this match, and I said, man, this is really like freaking good. Yeah, and then Von Wagner comes out and dominates like he does. You guys have been ignoring my words, but he has dominated. He has been just kicking all kinds of ass juice on the boots. That's how much ass he's kicking. And I said it here first. Von Wagner, you guys laugh at me because you think I'm the funny guy, but I sit here and my commentary is on point and I need people to listen to me. And that's what the bad guy said. But we are going to play a commercial break. We're going to continue NXT, and we're going to play. Idea. You don't have controls anymore. All right, you get your hands off the damn controllers now. How dare you? We're going to play a commercial after this. Oh no, we're going to play this commercial. We'll be back after this.
Season 38 starts off, guys. This is supposed to be, ride or die. Like I call my daughter my ride or die. You know what I mean? Like some of these people. Captain, they're not ride or dies.
Nope.
I like you met him on an airplane. You DM'd him. What was the one challenge? He said, "I'm not even sure he knows your girl." She said it. She said, "I'm not even sure he knows my birthday." Kayla said that.
They are really married. It's just, I think she was being funny. Okay, he knows her birthday.
It didn't seem funny. So, what's your thoughts so far of ride or die, Captain?
So first impressions of like everything is a lot of these teams are fake. Like, I just wish they would have dropped the ride or dies thing because I'm like, I can clearly tell that half these people met. Even Nam was like, this is my ride or die. I'm like, yeah, you don't know her. Stop lying.
You don't know her?
Oh, my God. It was so annoying to me. There was only like maybe 4 teams that were actually real ride or dies. It just made the whole like name of the show sound dumb to me.
No, her. I don't get it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more NXT review. That was from the challenge last week. It's back in action, and it'll be back on tomorrow. And we're going to plug that. And you want to get into the next segment, Captain?
Yes, so we have the OC and Cameron.
I hate this show.
versus the Dyad Schism and Joe Gacy. Well, I guess he's like with them, but yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, and I apologize for interrupting. I'm so sorry. So, which is it? Because I feel like I hear both names. Is it the Dyad or the Schism? Because I feel like I'm hearing both.
Oh, it's all together. It's Dyad, the Dyad Schism.
Oh,
now,
okay.
Lazy, you just say the Dyad, or you can say Schism.
Okay, fair enough. No, guys, I hear both, and I just was confused. But please carry on. I'm sorry.
I feel like the Schism part is so unnecessary. Like that's one of those things where I would be okay if they dropped it once they got to the Raw SmackDown, because it's like, why is it there? The Dyad is just fine. Schism, it didn't even sound marketable. I hope they drop the Schism part. I really, really do. It just honestly makes me uncomfortable as well. Schism. What a word.
I just got very uncomfortable.
Schism. Like, it's so creepy.
That sounds so nasty. Hey,
you want marketable creepy.
That sounds really nasty. Like, you just was a, hey, I'm going to hang out with the Schisms. I'm like, ill. Then I don't care what you do. Just stay the hell away from me. But carry on. I think we've destroyed this word.
Like an infection. You have a schism. You have a slight schism.
Yeah, you have level 5. You have a level 5 schism right about now. That don't look good, sir.
So, what did you think of this match, though?
I'm just tired of Cameron Grimes and Cameron Grimes facing Joe Schisms. I'm such a freaking child. I'm so sorry, guys. Give us a like, love, and share.
Weird word. Like, is this what they wanted?
Oh my God, H-Man had to even throw a pause because
they literally wanted anarchy when they added on the Schism. There was like the Dyad Schism. It like feels like that hard period at the end. It's go.
Yeah, because they knew hard. Because I feel like they even knew, like, I don't know if we should be going down this avenue. I don't know. It just sounds awful. That's why I was like, I don't know. And then also when one guy calls someone said Joe Schism, I'm like, I had to figure out what am I reviewing. I didn't know what station.
My Schism.
Joe,
my Schism.
Was that my Schism? This is awful.
Right there. I'm sorry. I'm done.
That is awful. I think that is something that would get me punched in the face. Like, hey, I came to see the Schisms, and you're just like, what?
I can't. Okay, so
we're sorry, chat. We apologize.
So yes, continue. How did you feel about the match?
It was all right. I mean, it wasn't. Once again, advance the storyline. You know, Joe, she's great. You see her crying because of this. I already messed up my eye cream right here. Now I got to do it all over again. Fucking laughing so hard. I said F-bomb. I apologize. I don't usually cuss like that. But it just moved the match. It just didn't. I don't know. Like, it's one of those things like how you were saying earlier. Like, I don't know how I feel, and I really don't. Like, I don't think I cared. This is getting out of hand. The chat has heard this word, and now they're like Schism. They might tomorrow. Oh my God. You know, we got someone really mature in the chat. He asks, Anthony asks, what happened to Tiffany Stratton?
She had a medical procedure, and once she is fully healed, she will be back, and she will be dominating the division. Trust me.
And hopefully not on Joe Schism. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I want you
to know how
you feel about this match right now.
I kept saying, I don't know how I feel. Sawyer, are you listening to me?
How do you not know how you feel about the match?
So, okay, if I could give a prime example, right? I went to a food place because they sell food, and I ate it. And it was like, I don't know if I'm like angry or I want to commit violence. That's the I don't know part. That's how I describe I don't know how I feel. Like, have you ever ate something and you're just like, this is not really that bad, but at the same time, I wasted my time. Like, if I can use an example, I don't know how I feel when I watch an episode of OC and I spent 30 freaking minutes watching this. I don't know how I feel.
I just can't. Anyways, so this match was, I mean, it had a few exciting moments in it, so it was a pretty solid match.
I do want to say there was this really cool spot. I do want to throw
that. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
No. So I asked you 3 times how you felt about the match.
Yep.
You said you don't know. Then you told me a story about McDonald's. I don't know.
I never said it was McDonald's.
Something about food. And then I start to tell you how I feel about the match, and now you got thoughts. Now you got thoughts about the match. That's what's crazy to me.
Okay.
Now you got thoughts.
I'm always thinking.
Just your memory just got jogged.
My memory likes to work out.
Wait, say your spot. What was the spot that you said?
No, finish your thought, because you're right. I didn't mean to. I did like the spot. There was a spot where one of them having the backbreaker and the other guy did a crossbody. I thought that was really cool. The Dyad Schism did it. So I just thought it was.
Excuse me.
Where's my freaking?
I know what you're talking about. I feel like
cool.
the Dyad always pulls out really great moves. I've always been a fan of them, even before they were the Dyad Schism, when they were grizzled young vets instead.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of schism in there. I know.
There was no schism.
There was no schism.
There was just none.
What else did we have?
Yeah, OC and Cameron win, as I expected they would. I did not see the OC taking a loss. So, yep. Sanga and Veer are dressing exactly alike. So they're trying to be the Olsen twins. Because they're dressing exactly alike.
Why the Olsen twins? Why can't it be Tia and Tamara or Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone?
The first twins that came to mind. This is a competition for which twin comes to your head first. Okay.
Well, everything's a competition. Everything's a competition to me. I'm sorry. It is. Like, I was washing my hands and I made sure I did it faster than the other person. But I made sure to use a lot of soap because that's important.
You what?
Nothing. Carry on.
Yeah.
There's no replays here.
Now, you're real sassy tonight. Anyways, so we have Julius Creed and Damon Kemp. They're doing a satellite, talk off. They can't be in the same room because they just want to get their hands on each other, or more so Julius wants to. And Damon wants to run away somewhere and go ha 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 behind like a security guard for like 20 minutes. Damon is literally like a super villain. He reminds me of Mojo Jojo. He literally reminds me of Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Yes. Do you not see it? He'll be saying stuff and he's like, haha, like every time with the laugh. And I'm just like, this guy is Mojo Jojo.
That is so freaking good. Mojo Jojo.
I
love that. No, he does come off. I thought more.
No. Can we talk about what he said? Because I think it was addressed. Sure. He goes, your brother is going to be standing on the unemployment line because he's not going to have a job. Why else would he not be? Why else would he be standing on that line, Damon? You didn't have to explain why he would be standing on the unemployment line. It's self-explanatory.
He's a super villain. That's why. That's what they do. It's almost like, hey, I'm going to put this knife in you and kill you. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that does. Like he just like goes in. Yeah, this segment, there was a lot of fire. I know you gave Julius a lot of credit. But Damien, I thought he did a pretty decent job too. He shot fires. I love that Julius pointed out and said, "You're not even the best in your family." That was a shot at, I forget his actual brother's name. His brother's name and not Julius.
Gable Stevenson. Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because they were throwing some balls out there. They were saying some things. I loved when Damien Cole said. He said, no one asked you something, and he called him Captain America. I popped when I heard that because he is Captain America. He has the chin to be Captain America.
He has it.
But I do like, because we said it for the longest time, that Damien, he does have that. Like, I think you said Mojo Jojo. I say Dick Dashley from Wacky Racers. That shows how much older I am. But he just twirls the mustache and everything. With the dog. I just wish he had a dog with Muttley. Can't stand Damien. Damien's great. I don't know if everything's going to be working well for him on Saturday. But what else do we... Oh, let's talk about this. I know you're...
Let me talk about Julius, too, for a second, for God's sakes.
What did he do?
Well, anyway, so I wanted to say that. I don't know if anyone noticed it, but Julius is becoming more and more assured of himself when it comes to him speaking on that mic. Every week. He gets more and more confident, and I love seeing the growth of this guy. This guy is going to be a big deal when it's time. When it's time, a big deal. Trust me.
I did I did want to throw out real quick. There was a promo because next week is tag team title week, so we're gonna have 2 tag team title matches, one for the women and one for the men, obviously. And I thought that this promo that Chance and Caden did with Line and Zoe was. I just wanted to touch it real quick because it happened on the show. It was the most tamed contract signing I've ever saw, and I did not like it. I just wanted to throw it out there.
You just like anarchy.
I do. Thank you.
So now we have the host of Halloween Havoc. We are in a 2-peat here. Shotzi Blackheart. I'm saying her full name. I don't care if they cut it. Shotzi Blackheart. And the minute I heard her music, I said, this is them doing the relaunch. Now, when I say this, stay with me. When I say this, I say it because when Shotzi first really soared and got really popular was after she hosted Halloween Havoc. Now, the issue was this was during the pandemic, so there wasn't really much they could do about it because this was during, like, you know, they couldn't really do much. Now that Shotzi is on the main roster, this is a relaunch. Have her do something that you know before got her a really big reaction from, you know, social media, the fans, and then use that to push forward to get her over on the main. Even though I feel like she already is pretty much, but I see the vision. The relaunch of Shotzi, she's going to the top. I love it.
You've always been a big supporter of hers and always believed in her vision. I mean, the worst thing that they did on the main roster, as I'm trying to collect my thoughts, was turning her heel. And you know, people love her. I feel like that NXT crowd. I mean, they really loved a lot of these callbacks. You know, some of the guys and gals who were on NXT previously, and they're bringing them back. So good for her. Good for her. You know, I didn't think much of it, but I was like, good for her.
You get it, Anthony. You get it. See?
Anthony's a great guy. He's smart.
So now this moves on from her talking about how she's going to host and how she's going to take those titles from Damage Control as well. She definitely did that. That's too hard.
Who put laughing gas up in here? Oh, I'm sorry. You told a joke. I'm sorry. My rib hurts.
Anyways, Zion Quinn comes out, and he thinks that he should be Shotzi's helper host. Super Diva seems to disagree, and they already had a match scheduled, so they fight for the right to be the second host for Shotzi. We all know who's going to win. Before the bell rings, I knew who was going to win. It was going to be Super Diva because he's new and they're trying to build him. And I think that's going to be a really cool mix at the Halloween Havoc. So I'm excited to see how that is. How about you?
I mean, as soon as this Quincy came out, I do want to make a big Quincy told a joke. You know, when he came out, he said, Shotzi, I'm one of your biggest fans. There was a chuckle there. I already expected Quincy to win. It really wasn't. I wanted to express my my dislike for Vic Joseph. Anytime he talks, I just instantly get mad. I took notes on Vic because I just didn't feel like this match needed to take a lot of notes. And one of my opening things in here is Vic is lame. He tried to get Booker T to dress up like the green eggs and ham or something like that. And Booker T wasn't for that. He didn't like that. Vic also, I do want to sit here and say in the match, it was a funny part. So, you know, you got Quinn against Zion. Quinn is a big boy. That's a big boy.
Very big.
But I love that Zion did not care and still clotheslined this man. Like when I saw him get folded, I said, yo, Zion just don't care. He has the power of all 6 Infinity Stones. Or was it 5? I lost count. But he just like decked this guy, and it was incredible. I enjoyed every moment of that. But then he lost because that's all he does. And then we have Vic who says this, and this is what really made me mad. I proceeded to get very, very angry, and my blood pressure increased as I was hearing him. But Zion does a spot where he picks him up in a Samoan drop, right? Like a Samoan drop, right? Here's Vic with his infinite knowledge. Oh, Zion wasn't strong enough. He just lifted this guy off his feet. What are you talking about? Why are you talking? Why do you consistently make me mad every week? Do you like when I get mad, Vic? I don't like yelling at you, Vic. I think you're a nice guy. I think when you go to bed, you read a book. I think there's something about you that's great, but you're pissing me off consistently. I don't like being mad. You think I like yelling? Kind of do, but I don't. Take over the show. I'm take over, please. Vic Joseph. Vic # Vic is lame. Carry on.
Okay, well, so yeah, Super Diva wins, and then we have an appearance from Hank Hill. For what reason I don't know, and I'm over it. He needs to find something else to do. I'm not like I don't understand what's going on here. So I'm good. Like I don't know the storyline. Like I'm confused of what the storyline is. So that's why I'm like, what are you doing here, Hank? You're sucking off of Super Diva's popularity right now. Go find something else to do. This, you know, when I see this, it makes me hear Hail Sabin, Hail. I'm sorry, it just came in my head like that.
Joseph, what are you doing? What about me? Where's my hail?
Shush yourself.
Very interesting. But let's go on to
Anthony, that's a great question. I have no idea. I was also thinking, like, damn, what a fall. What a fall for Zion Quinn. I hope
it really is
way back up.
And I think we were talking about it before because I remember saying on air, right? I was like, he has the tools. I think he's pretty solid in the ring. He got the look. Character could still be work, and I feel like they're still trying with him though. You know, I mean, not. You heard that too, right, Jeffrey? But I don't know. I mean, they're still trying with him, and at least he's still on TV. So I think that's a good sign. If we just don't see him ever, that's usually bad. But at least they put him on. And Super Diva's over. I mean, that crowd loves him. That crowd loves him. So good. And I think it makes sense for him to be the host, actually. Like, what's Zion Quinn going to do? I actually laughed because his theme actually started with "Run It Straight." I said, if you don't get the hell out of here. If you don't run it straight out that damn door. But let's go. Let's do one more. Let's do one more review thing, and then we'll do a commercial because we're gonna wrap it up in like the next few minutes.
Okay, so now we have Raquel versus Cora Jade. Every time I see Cora, she looks more and more like a star. Her entrance, the way her presence when she comes out, it just screams main character energy. Main character energy. That's what she gives me every time. I'm not upset at how this match ended. I think it ended the best way it possibly could. It would have made no sense to have both have a loss. So even if she got the win by, DQ, it still counts as a win. And I mean, I don't think Raquel will be hurt by it, honestly. Really, really don't. So yeah, I was okay with that. And I can't wait for this match between Cora and Roxanne. I know it's going to be so good. It's going to outdo the first one. Trust me. Quote me.
No, I agree to that. I actually agree to that. I think both of these girls, when they go out on Saturday, they're going to just go all out. The first match, I didn't think it was bad, but it's one of those things. I think I told you before. Like I always use this as an example. It's big shoes to fill, so bear with me. AJ Styles, John Cena, they had their first encounter, Money in the Bank, and I said, "Oh, that's good," but I know the next single encounter is going to be so freaking great, and it was at SummerSlam that year, which was great. I tell that story every chance I get. So I believe that these women are definitely going to go out there and kick all kinds of ass when they go out there. This match, I mean, I was trying to figure out for myself. I was like, do you have Cora? I mean, not Cora. I'm sorry, Roxanne and Cora lose at the same night? And I was like, nah, I don't think that's going to happen. I was trying to figure out, and I could not see Cora beating Raquel. And, they did the right thing by that. She gets a sneak win. They're both protected. Neither one take a loss. I mean, she looked strong for her match. Well, I won't say strong, but she didn't take a loss before.
Entering in, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. So, and Raquel, she got a match this Friday with Shotzi with Damage Control. So, I mean, they protected them. They did what they need to do. It's advanced the story. Roxanne comes out. They beats the hell out of her. I mean, what was that, a bat, right? It was that bat or kendo stick? It was a bat, right? It was a bat, right? Because she comes out with a bat. It just sounded like, it sounded so different. I didn't know if it was a kendo stick or something. Because when she was trying to hit her and she hit the mat, oh, that's a jeez. But you have this up. I think you want to say something before we do a commercial.
I just wanted to say, like, when did I ever say AEW was garbage? I never said it was garbage. Never just flat out said the whole product is garbage. It's never left my mouth. Also, yes, you can be confused by one storyline and be not confused by another. There's no, I'm sorry, there's not a wrestling show or company in the world where every single storyline, every single thing is going to be amazing. That's like impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know, if I can interject, it's funny. I was talking to a friend, and I want to highlight this because this guy is such a great guy. Ghost, she's so pretty.
Oh, see, I love you.
And said, he's so happy. Thank you. I'm glad to finally be acknowledged for my great skincare. But I was sitting there saying, wow, I saw that. Wow, that was so disrespectful. You said I had good, whatever. But I was telling a friend, don't do that, get back on the show. But I was telling a friend, like, you know, everything going on with WWE, like, it's not perfect. If you're patient with it, there's a lot of things that Vince stepped out in July, right? It's hard to keep up with all this stuff. But he stepped out in July, and then you have Elektra. That's interesting. And then you have Triple H clean up all this stuff. It's not going to be something that's going to be done in what's it been, like 6, 7? I don't know. I'm terrible with math. I barely passed. It takes time. You got to be patient with it. That's all I got on it. But we're going to do a commercial, and I guess we get into the KO show because Kevin Owens was there, right? So we're going to play a commercial, and we'll be right back after these words.
And then Mahoney, shout out to Mahoney. Takes him out, teaches him how to drive, and then the next day he's coming in just whipping that car, just right. But my favorite part was when he got out of the car, with that little step that he took, and how he just like adjusted his pants with all that swag. I was just like, go ahead, yes, go ahead, Hot Tower.
This didn't hit for me, and I totally understand the preface of comedy is subjective, and this may have been too vulgar, but I like absurdity. I love vulgarity in comedy. And there's just something about the execution here that was a miss.
The movie had everything 80s in it to me. It was comedy. It was stupid. It was outrageous. It was far-fetched. It was racist. it was comedy. And from a comedy's perspective, I was entertained.
And you can catch Mike is something else, but you can catch the entertainment guys. They just did a review on Halloween. Was it Ends? I don't know if it's two. Was it a 2-part out? I never watched any of these movies, but they just did a review on it on the entertainment channel. There's a link to go straight to the entertainment channel. They're doing also, I believe the theme is Police Academy. So continue to follow them, and also my partner here, she does the challenge. So entertainment got some stuff going. Follow them, and let's get into this main event. The KO show. Why don't you take over?
Yes, so we have the KO show. I have some words about this. So JD comes out, Bron comes out, Dragunov comes out. Kevin has a lot of animosity and anger towards JD. I have no idea where it's coming from. It really made no sense to me. And my thing about JD is, you gotta give it to him. He is fantastic on the mic. That man, he doesn't stutter. He don't misthink. It just flows. He needs to win. I'm a huge Bron. I try to do like a calm hoo-hoo. Like it wasn't like a big bark because I have a sore throat. Like I can't bark right now. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna give you a little hoo-hoo. Like Arsenio Hall show type hoo-hoo. Because I can't bark. So stop making that face.
No, who gets it?
Listen, what is wrong? What is this like blockhead slander? What since when do we discriminate between head shapes? Mine is a little bit of a heart shape.
Because you're a heart. And amazing.
I've never met Bret Hart a day in my life. How are you going to tell me I'm a heart? What you mean?
I think you have a technical background. And also the way when I speak the truth, you have a lot of hate and animosity towards me. So I think you are a heart. That's what it's saying.
Wow. Anyways, I feel like Kevin's job was to put a lot of thought on JD because JD I think he's going to win. I don't know why, but I feel like he's going to win. I feel like it's going to be great. And I feel like I don't see why Dragunov would win. Like, honestly. And honestly, can we talk about why was he yelling so much? Everyone's talking. Oh, you know, he's like, I will do it. I'm so upset. Like, why are you yelling?
Because he just said he's upset. Did you not hear him? Did you not listen to the man? He said, I'm upset.
Everyone was upset at sitting there. And everyone was talking, leveled. And I don't know what it was, but like testosterone was running wild because literally Kevin was trying to make sense to Bron and Dragunov that they were being basically gaslit by JD. And they were just not taking the bait. They were still playing into JD's hands, which is perfect.
Cool.
This is so targeted.
I don't even know why you even entertain it.
Because it's funny. No, this is funny. It's actually made me laugh.
We got Warman. That's his new name, Warman. JD's not winning. The Yao.
Who the hell is called Warman?
Oh, this guy, Walter. I call him Warman. He's part of Jack Pack community. We have cool names, unlike your weird society.
Because in my society, we speak to each other by a first name basis. It's very personable. It's very, same thing like the Judgment Day. Support. We're support.
I'm not listening to this anymore. I'm not listening. You sit down. Let me talk. Let me lead the. Don't you unfold your hands? You unfold your arms right now. Wow. H-Man, open the door for Captain Shaykespeare. She's no longer part of the Jackpack community. You are out of the Jackpack community.
I was never in your community.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let me give some thoughts here. What you call?
Don't you dare. Put it down. Put it down.
I asked you to unfold your arms and you didn't do it. So why should I listen now?
Because you muted my mic. You took it too far.
Oh, yeah? Well, and you know what? There was like 100 seasons of Grey Anatomies. Why are we doing that? I don't know. I never watched that show. I'm just being funny. This segment. I thought it was weird. So they really stacked this. And I say stacked the show, meaning they had a lot of main roster talent there. So you, I forgot your name. You. How did H-Man open the door? Open the door for him. He's out the door too. That's the new thing. We just had.
I will beat up security, okay? I come from the academy of the Ronda Rousey people, so I will beat them up if need be.
That is just doing it. Oh, this guy, he's a comedian right here. Look at King. This guy, it's been a whole year since he's been on here. Look at you with the funny.
That was so funny. The list of schisms.
That sounds very disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie. That sounds like something like you see on someone's OnlyFans. And okay, this like I was gonna say Austin Theory comes out. And I thought it was so weird, right? You see Dragunov, he holds the title and he's like, yeah, and no one believes. I honestly don't. You said JD. I can see why you believe it because he's really comfortable on the mic. He's comfortable on the mic. He's solid in the ring. I mean, yeah, sure, he have a box head, but they can make a living too. What was I gonna say? I lost my thought when I was saying something smart.
Good.
Wow. Okay. But it was so weird seeing Dragunov. He's on the title, and then I'm sorry, I'm losing my thought. My voice. I should drink tea. Then Austin Theory comes out with the how dare you drink that in front of me? How dare you? I said damn, like, is that tea?
It is.
Right in front of me. Okay. Very disrespectful. All right. But I thought it was weird. He's holding the thing. And, like, look, you're going to cash in on Dragunov? Like, are you about to cash in on him? It's weird. Thank you.
Which he isn't. So I'm like, stop playing in my face. Now, I mean, would that make sense? Is it maybe because right now we don't know how long Roman's going to have this title, and the title?
Oh, I hope he holds it forever.
Anyways, and the timer on Austin's, holding, the holding of the briefcase is obviously running. And we don't know how long this Roman thing's going to go out. So maybe this could be the shift that happens. And they send Austin down to, maybe win the NXT title. I mean, they did it with Rhea. So, I mean, why not? Didn't they do it with who was it they did it with? It was Rhea, right? Or who was it?
Someone was called back down. I would say called back, but went back to NXT.
Well, no. Okay, so with the Royal Rumble, they had Charlotte challenge Rhea.
Yeah.
So I mean, why not do the same thing? Open that same avenue for the.
Well, it's almost like you're pretty much put him in like what Dolph did earlier this year, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, because I don't see him honestly cashing in on Roman. I don't see him cashing in on Roman. I honestly, like, for me, I see Roman. Like, for me, I would love for Roman to hold it again for another year because I'm just not tired of it. But I see Roman dropping it at Mania, and Austin Theory is just not in the conversation for me when it comes to that. Him cashing in on NXT, I mean, that would be different. I said that would be a totally different thing because who the hell would expect him to go down there to do that? It would be different. And I think probably even better for him because, I mean, goodness, when's the last time he's won on the main? It just seemed like he always lose. I remember this guy, what was it, in November, last year, November, or early this year, I forget, I'm trying to, I can't remember everything, it's hard, but he had Finn's number, he kept dominating Finn for a period. And then all of a sudden, he just started losing. I'm just saying, he did dominate Finn. I mean, he kept beating him. He had his number. He pretty much went to his house, used the bathroom, and never flushed. That's how much dominance that was happening. And that's NXT, folks. That's NXT. We see you guys in the chat. Austin can cash in on. Yeah, he can do that because there's nothing stopping him to do that. So that's possible. It could be a relaunch for Austin as well. And he could develop as a champion on NXT and cash in. He could go back. He's definitely a former U.S. champ. Absolutely. I don't see him cashing in. I agree with George. For once, I agree with George. I don't usually like agreeing with him because he's wrong, but he's absolutely right in this one instant. And congratulations, George, because even the Knicks get a win every now and then. And that's a basketball reference for those who don't get it. But let's do some plugs. Captain, we're going to need to hear your lovely voice as we put up. We live in New York. Okay, you want me to handle it? Okay, everybody in the chat, please give a damn she's great because damn she's great. So let's do some of these things. We're going to put right here, Mike Knox. Oh, thank you. Go stop it. Stop it. But let me plug this real quick. Making me blush and stuff, George. I mean, not you, George. I hate you. Well, actually, no, I don't. I really like you, George. You're great. But let me do the plugs, George. You're messing me up. We're doing well, I'm not doing it, but Mike Knox, he's doing Perfect Plex Talk Radio. He's on Mondays. He might be moving it, but continue to follow us on all social media platforms, and you guys will know when he does it. But it's usually Mondays, 6 p.m. It's for the intelligent wrestling fans. So if you're intelligent, just be there. Obviously, on Tuesdays, you can catch me and the captain, and we sit here as we argue and we talk about NXT, and I put people on the list, and I dominate. And I dominate in my conversation as I was easily distracted by something. But tune in, obviously, on Tuesdays. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I believe it's at 9. Is it at 9? I just need a correction. 9. Yes, it is The Challenge, Ride or Die. I'm sorry. Can you put that in the thing so I can see it? Just please. But it is tomorrow. It's usually the captain and Mike Knox. And Mike Knox, as they talk about the challenge, they're doing episode 2. And I just been informed from backstage, it is not at 9. I apologize. I lied. I'm really good at that. It is at 9:30. Tune in. You can catch the captain. And I will be there. Yes, that's great. But also on Thursdays. Real quick here, tune in for the NXT Halloween Havoc prediction show. It is going to be myself, the captain, and the wrestling dog, a.k.a. Captain Bad Dolls. That's our trio name. Okay. Copy. And also, I'm going to do all these plugs real quick. Boom. Boom. You can catch Sawyer on her Twitch. There's no S there. It's just Sawyer. So tune into her Twitch. It's fun. It's great. Tune in. I'll be in there. She's be playing Dead by Daylight, kicking all kinds of ass juice on the Vans. That's how much ass is being kicked. And this Sunday, if you're just not tired of me, tune in for Unpopular Review Instagram Live. We have Charmaine. Hi. How are you doing? What do you want? We love you, Charmaine. Disgusting. Get out of here, George. But this Sunday, Unpopular Review, we have UPR battle. We have fictional characters going against each other. So we have Frankenstein. And if you go to the Instagram, the story, you can select between Count Dracula, Michael Myers, if you're not so angry at him about Halloween ends, and you have the Boogeyman. And I'm going to be quite honest here, ladies and gentlemen. The bad guy is down. I've been down. I've lost 2 consecutive matches, and I'm pretty hurt. But I plan on getting my big win this Sunday because all I do is win, bring it to the Jack Pack community. H-Man, Warman, we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate at George's house. We're going to rip vests, and we're just going to dominate. That's what the Boogeyman. Yes, that's who that's supposed to be. That's the best looking one we can get. I'm sorry. But tune in on Instagram Live. It's the bad guy against Cedar Superior. It's tremendous. It's great. I think I'm yelling a lot. I think I'm losing spit on all this stuff. But tune in. It's a great time. It's fun here on Unpopular Review. It's here fun. We do wrestling, entertainment. We're great. We're tremendous. Yes, Michael Myers. Yes, I did the names I said. Jupiter. Was that Jupiter? Yes, Jupiter. Thank you. Oh, and look, Charmaine's giving big time compliments. But she does say she gives some love. And we're going to give you guys some love. We're going to end the show. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What are we gonna... So I'm going to have the last word tonight. She gave me the floor to have the last words, but I'm going to sit here and say, once again, put down, she's great, she's tremendous. And I also want to sit here and say, the last words is, don't be a weird AEW fan. And that's the show. So with that all said, where's the thing? Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm looking for that outro, which is as she does a weird dance. Where's the goddamn? Oh, there we go. Damn, she's great. Good night, folks. Oh, no. We're not gonna do that. Get that off there. No. That's disgusting, gross. Bronx, watch your back. Watch your back, because the Jack Pack community will be there. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. You make Tuesday nights fun. You guys are tremendous. Continue to like, love, and share, and follow those links. And that's
Judgment
all.
Day is the best.
Now she speaks. Disgusting. That's all, folks.